Namaste Krishna Rao. Welcome to IYR Talks English edition. Today we will just discuss on a very important and subject on which the former Chief Justice of Supreme Court, Mr. Gavai, has expressed his opinion and in fact reiterated and stressed the need to rethink on this subject of creamy layer in the reserved status category, that is particularly in the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other areas. And in fact, he has said the real persons, genuine persons are getting deprived because of the same status even getting applied to the creamy layer status people in the same sector. So, I think it is a very good thing because basically Ambedkar, while writing the chapter for the constitution, he stressed that deserved people should be given in all communities for them to get a fillip to stand on their own legs and to come forward and to participate in every area, either it is in elections or otherwise in studies or in respect of jobs and all that. So, even after 75 years of independence, the same thing is continuing, and all the so called creamy layer strata from the same sector or tribe, I'll say tribe might be a correct word or not, but from the same people, they are not allowing this to be implemented because it is applying to a person whose son, whose father is a Supreme Court judge or whose father is an IAS officer or government employee and all that. That's creamy layer status, they are getting reservations and they are not giving the opportunity for others, real genuine people, to take opportunity given under the constitution. Can you just comment on this particular issue?
Yeah, one thing, when it was introduced as part of the constitution and Ambedkar wanted it, it was a very, very desirable move which would enhance social equality and social equity in the Indian society, because certain sections were discriminated against for centuries, and for them to stand on their own foot, a helping hand from the government is required. And it played a very, very important role in ushering in a system of prosperity and development in these communities. It goes without saying. But of course, even within that, there were issues of certain sections cornering it to the disadvantage of certain other sections. So that issue is now sorted out by agreeing for categorization within the SC/ST reservations. That leaves us with the other issue of creamy layer. Creamy layer was not an issue at all when reservations were introduced, when the constitution was made applicable in India, because by then not many from these communities really had education, employment and were able to come up to the top. But over the period of 40-50 years, a lot of them took advantage of the reservations and came up in life and have occupied a lot of important posts, including Mr. Gavai, who retired as the Supreme Court Chief Justice. And it was very, very bold of Mr. Gavai to have raised this issue as part of one of his Supreme Court judgments and then reiterate it also at the time of his laying down the office, because it needs a lot of conviction from his side that this is the right thing to do. And why is it the right thing to do? Because of not having a creamy layer for reservations among SC/STs, the losers are not upper caste, losers are not from other communities, but losers are those from those communities only. A more deserving rural person who, like us, when we were students and we were coming from the village, they could come and compete and get in because there was nobody else to take that quota away. But today, within the community, there are a number of people who have made it well in life and their children will take over the quota. So, the ones who are getting deprived are the people from the same communities only. So, if you want a real justice within the reservation, just like government has agreed to do categorization, they should also get in the creamy layer concept among the SC/ST reservation. But this is a touchy point. This will only happen when people from those communities itself will start questioning it, because they are the losers, not the others. The ones really deserving, coming from the villages and not able to find a appropriate opening which he deserves based on his merit, those people should start questioning. When that gets a lobby, more importantly, it should get a lobby. The ones who have already enjoyed it, their children, that's a very big lobby. Within those communities also, that's a very, very big lobby. So they will oppose it. Unless they also organize and start making a strong demand for categorization, for introduction of the creamy layer, it will not happen. So the onus lies on them. It's an issue which needs to be sorted out within the community, because of which these reservations not having a creamy layer, those who are suffering are not people from other communities, those are the people from within the communities only. So unless they realize it and organize themselves, governments will also take it easy, because unless there is a lobby to request, no government would like to touch this sensitive issue. That's what exactly happened. In spite of Gavai's observations in the Supreme Court judgment, government did not move forward on that issue. So I think let's hope that questioning will start from within the community. Then only things will start happening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us on the subject. Thank you.